Okay. Hey, everybody. It is November 5th. I can't even get over it's November already. But I'm really excited for the holidays. So anyway, happy November 5th. We've got Team Talk Tuesday. I first want to start off with some celebrations. Really want to give a big shout out to Dom. She's going to be listening to the recording, but Dom hit her HLP. So awesome for her. And she brought on a new rep, her sister Solitaire. You guys all just saw on our team chat. So big kudos for her. She had a great week. Pulling it all out at the last minute too. Love a good challenge, right? So I'm trying to change. There we go. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so we are going to talk about a really great topic tonight. Some of you have seen the bank cards, the bank code that's been going around that we've been talking about, which my cards are upstairs. But basically what the bank cards help us do, or bank code helps us do, and if you are listening to this recording and you don't know what we're talking about, go to bankcode.com and go to crack your code and put those cards in order and send them to your upline. But the whole point of these cards is to help you better understand the people that you're talking to, right? Because we all are our own card. So like I'm an action. So I come at people hard with like lots and lots of action. And but that doesn't work for people who aren't action. So it really helps us to better understand the people that we're talking to, because that really is what's most important. But one thing that I want to touch on today is something that I've known about for a while. Kelsey and I did it. I learned it a while ago. It's kind of like it's nothing new in the network marketing, relationship business, but it's something that we haven't trained on in a while. And I really wanted to touch on it tonight because I think it's super valuable, and it helps your brain kind of think about how you're trying to connect with people when you're out in the world. So you guys are gonna have to bear with me. My brain is like, I don't know what's happening with it today. It's detox probably from the shred. Let's be real. I'm on like day 2 of eating nothing but plants. And I'm like super. Yeah, I even took a nap today. It's been an interesting day. But anyway, okay. So what it is called FORM, FORM. And what that stands for is F for seriously, family, O, occupation, R, recreation, A, money or matters, like what's most important to somebody, that kind of stuff. So basically this acronym FORM, FORM, is something that you always want to keep in the back of your head. And I know Kelsey completes my brain for me. It's so weird what's happening today, but it's cool. You guys love me no matter what shape I'm in. So what is really awesome about FORM, you guys, is this is something that I always have in my brain when I'm talking to people everywhere. Whether I have my intention to speak with them about Juice Plus or I'm just meeting somebody new, it's going to give you something to ask people about themselves, to learn more about them. So I don't like whip out like my list and I'm like, so tell me about your family. Tell me about your occupation, right? You want it to come up a little bit more naturally in a conversation, but in a conversation, you want to try and find out those 4 things about somebody. You want to find out about their family, what they do for a living and stuff like that. And I think I've used this example in the past, but I'm going to use it again because it's a really good one. So I'm at the bank and I'm in line at the bank and this woman's in front of me and she's got this like super cute bag. And I say, oh my gosh, I love that bag. It is so cute. Where did you get it? Right? It's like my opening line for everything: shoes, bags, shirt, jacket, whatever. Right? That's like my pickup line. Let's be real. So I'm like, love that bag. Where'd you get it? Oh, I got it when I was up in New York. Oh, that's so awesome. I love shopping in New York. Do you go there often? Oh, I go there sometimes to visit some family. And when I'm up there, I like to do a little bit of shopping. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So is all of your family up there? Right? Is all your family up there, or are you all down here? Like, how often do you go there? And right now, people don't normally expect you to ask them a lot of questions about themselves. So people get a little bit taken back at first, and then they want to give you word vomit. So you're going to get a ton of information about people, right? Oh yeah, my whole family lives up in New York. I just recently moved down here a couple months ago. It's like so lonely and so boring. I try and get down to New York as much as I can because that's really where all my friends and family are. But you know, so like I do a lot of shopping when I'm up there, and that's where I got this bag. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So what did you move down here for? Did you move down here for work? Occupation? Did you move down here for work? That's a big jump if you're just going to move down here and leave all your friends and family. Yeah, I got a job with the government. I'm really excited about it. I'm working for the Department of Defense, and it's this great opportunity, but I'm working so much and I'm just like so tired and so stressed out. Like I said, I don't have any family down here. I don't have any friends to hang out with. I'm really lonely. It's just been a lot. So it's like the area is great, but I'm just such a New York girl. I'm so used to it. So right now already, you guys, I'm getting a lot of information from this girl, right? Just from like a really quick conversation. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, okay, so have you done any exploring in DC? Like what fun things have you done? Recreation. What kind of great things do you like to do here? Well, so I really love running. And I'm trying to find more running trails, but I just like, I'm not really sure where there are because like I don't know what safe parts are to run in the city. So I really love running and I love wine. So like I'm always trying to go out and find new wine places, but I just like haven't been out very much. And that's where I try to give her some value, right? And I'm like, oh, you've got to try this running trail and that running trail. And like you'll love this wine bar and there's these wineries out here. So now I'm giving her some value. So now we're starting to have a great conversation. We're connecting. And it becomes more of like a general conversation, right? So I've gotten so much information from her from form, right? I asked her about her friends and family, her job, what she likes to do for fun. And like through that conversation, you kind of find out about money or what's important to them. I can't remember in that conversation if I did or not, but you know, you're not going to ask somebody like, is money important to you? Like, you know what I mean? But, you know, you could say something like, oh my gosh, like a job for the government, the DOD, like they must be paying you like super, super well for you to move down here away from all your family. You know, and that's when she probably could be like, oh no, well, they actually don't pay me very much at all. I'm like living in a studio apartment, but it's a really great job. And I really like the work that I'm doing, helping to serve people. So blah, blah, blah. Right. So in that very short conversation, I think I just told you that story in about 5 minutes. It was literally a 5 to 7 minute conversation. I was able to glean a ton of information from this person. And what I found in that conversation was a huge need, right? I found her pain point. She had a couple pain points, actually. One of them is that she's tired, stressed out, and she's working a lot. Another one is that she's craving friendship and community because all of her family's up there and she misses them a lot. And she's really active. She loves to work out. She loves to go running. You know, so there's definitely a need for a business and a product in there. Oh, and if she had said that the thing about not making a lot of money, which could be true, there's a need for extra income, right? She's living in a studio apartment. So right there, just from those 4 questions that I wove into that conversation, I now know so much about this person. I know her pain point and I know how I can help her. Now, typically, I kind of usually will feel out a conversation. I'm not always like, oh my gosh, you totally would love what I do. Sometimes I do that like right out of the gate, but sometimes I'm like, hey, like we should totally connect. I would love to go running with you. I'd love to go have a glass of wine with you. Let me get your information. I'll add you to Facebook. We'll become best friends, blah, 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 right? And then maybe because now we're dating. I'm now dating her. I picked her up with my pickup line. Now we're dating. So maybe on like our next couple interactions, I can tell her more about what I do and see if it's something that she'd be interested in. But as you can see with that form, you're getting so much information about the person. And so it's a really good acronym for you guys to think about, kind of always have in the back of your head for just information that you want to try and glean from people. And I think a lot of times when we're talking to somebody, and I know I've had this conversation with many people, it's like, I don't know what to say to them. Like, I don't, like, what do I ask them? Like, I don't know. Well, now you know, right? Try and find a way to ask them about their family. I mean, it's a really nice question to say somebody like, oh, are you from around here? Yes or no. That's so great. Did you have a lot of family in the area? You know, so I mean, it's a really easy question to ask them about their friends and family. You know, if they have friends local, if they grew up here, oh my gosh, you must have so many friends and family local. I mean, it's an easy question to come across, you know, and at least in the DC area, like I could like walk by somebody and ask them what their job is and they wouldn't be taken back by it. If you live in like, Missouri, somebody might be like, why are you asking me what I do for a living? Like, that's the strangest thing ever, right? Like, but like you might be able to talk to somebody, Stacey, at the grocery store, where like if I try and make eye contact with somebody at the grocery store, they like bark at me and run away. So you kind of have to like feel out your audience, right? But this is also where those bank cards are going to come in really, really handy. And Joy and Mitra are putting something together for all of Shining Star that's going to be really, really, really awesome. Some training and some packages available for us to really, really, really utilize this for understanding people better so that we can serve a larger community. So, right now we're only, I think the statistic was like, we're only reaching 20% of our people because we only know how to talk to, it's 25 because there's 4 cards. Duh, math. 25% of the people is who we're reaching because we only really know how to talk to the people, or we knew how to only talk to people that were like us. Or we were only making that connection because me, Action, coming in guns blazing to another person who's a nurturer, they're going to be like, this lady, like really intense, not my scene. So these cards are really going to help us. So I think the combination of these cards paired with questions about them, about their friends, their recreation, family, occupation, and kind of money and matters to them is really going to help to create this recipe for creating amazing connections. And that's what we do, right? We're in the relationship business. We build relationships, we help to curate relationships, we love the relationships, and we maintain them. So I really want you guys to practice that form. And again, like I always say this too, when you go out and you're talking to people, if you don't know the person and you screw up, they don't have any idea. So for all of my blueprints out there who like have to follow a system, right? And they're like, well, how am I going to ask this person about their friends and family? And like in their brain, I can see them going through this checklist, right? You have to get rid of that checklist and you have to let it flow naturally. And I know that that's challenging for people who are a blueprint, but you will drive yourself crazy thinking about how to plan out how a conversation is going to go. It's not going to happen, right? No conversation is the same. So you're going to have to learn how to think on your feet, be a little bit quick, and utilize your knowledge of what you know. So say you're talking to a random person at the grocery store and you like are asked about their friends and family, and then you like forget about recreation and you're like, oh my God, I forgot about recreation. Like, I don't know what they do for fun. Like, it's okay. They don't know you were trying to inform them, right? They have no idea. So don't worry about it. You just want to practice. You want to get out there and practice asking these things about people. And I guarantee you, because people like to talk about their favorite topic, which is themselves, I guarantee you, if you start asking them questions, even if you blow form out of the water, who cares? Just ask them questions about themselves, because people are going to unload an obscene amount of information on you, and you're going to find in that conversation a pain point and a need for the product or the business. So I really want you guys to try that. We've got new team November. We're 5 days in. We have 1 new team member this month, which is awesome. Dom's sister Solitaire joined us, which I'm so excited. But we want to see all of you, all of us included, getting at least one team member this month. So we've really, really, really got to build. And so utilizing these conversations and understanding people and connecting with them is really going to help you guys to do that. All right, I blew through that really fast. So does anybody have any questions? Who won October? Quadtober. I think it was you, Lisa. I'm sending you something anyway. But I think that, did anybody have more than 2 quad orders? Oh, Kelsey. Kelsey doesn't count. I mean, I guess she does, but sorry. So Lisa won Quadtober. Woohoo! I'm so proud of you. I actually have 2 things that I'm sending you that I was going to send out today, but Max had more fillings done this morning and they didn't go so well this time. So the actual fillings were fine. It was after, when his mouth was all numb. So I literally had to sit in the car with him while he cried for like 50 minutes. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to the post office. But yeah, so that's awesome. So I'm so proud of you, Lisa. Yeah, no, he was fine though. He's drama queen. Yes. Okay. So the bank code website again is bankcode.com It's super, super easy, bankcode.com. And then there should be a little, if you're doing it on your phone, it's like right on the side of your phone that pops up. Yeah, drama. I have 2 drama queens too. It'll say crack my code on the side. If you're on a desktop, it'll be on the top. So you want to click on crack my code and it will pop up. You're going to see 4 cards. You do not have to submit your email or pay anything to like get the report. All you need to do is read the values on the cards and organize them from the top value to from the most important values to the least important for you. And then send a snapshot of that to your sponsor, your upline. And that way we as uplines and team can help better serve you. All right, so I'm just looking. All right, does anybody have any questions about form, about bank code? We're going to hear more about it from Joy and Mitra. I thought they were going to announce it on RepRap today, but they ended up having a guest speaker instead. But they're going to deliver some great information for us about what's going to be available for that training. All right, no questions. Quick team call tonight. I love it. Yeah, let's totally wrap it up, you guys. That was awesome. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. And I want to hear updates too about how your practicing went with form with people and what kind of information you're able to glean from them. So you guys have an awesome night and we'll talk to you later. Bye.